You're watching the Northeastern News program that keeps you up to date, aware, and informed on all things related to Northeastern High School. This is High Street Morning News.
Good morning, Bobcats. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026, Cycle Day 4. I'm Angel.
And I'm Iris Onaneyu. Now into today's announcements.
Mini-thon registration forms and a $15 registration fee are due to Mr. Zirkle in room 309 tomorrow, April 24th. In order to be counted for early registration after tomorrow, the registration fee increases to $20.
Graduation speech auditions will be held next Wednesday, April 29th at 2:45 p.m. If you're interested in delivering a speech at graduation, please sign up outside of Mr. Zirkle's room by today, Thursday, April 23rd.
Seniors, if you completed the What's Next form for the senior recognition wall and you don't see your name on the wall, you can email Dr. King at kingw@anybobcats.org or stop by room 201 to talk to her in person.
Upcoming juniors and seniors who are planning on doing an internship in the fall semester need to make sure that all paperwork is due to Ms. Newcomb by 2:35 p.m. on Friday, May 1st. If you have any questions, please stop by and see Ms. Newcomb. Angel, go. Go.
There are only 100 2025-2026 yearbooks left to be purchased. Only cash or checks made out to Northeastern High School will be accepted. Payment can be delivered to Mrs. Schweitzer in room 416 or Miss Christ in room 809. The cost for a yearbook is $80. That's all we have for announcements. Let's check in with Sam for a short sneak peek of the progress on office renovations.
Thanks, Iris, and let's go to the behind the scenes of the construction. So come on back here. So if we go through this walkway right here, this is going to be where our guidance counselors are going to be located. So if we go back here a little bit further, we're going to have our guidance counselor rooms on to the right here. And then there's going to be conference rooms on this side, as well as some other conference rooms, and there's a restroom as well. And then this is the walkway that will be to the principal's room. And then if we continue going down this way, there's going to be some more rooms as well as some storage units. Then coming out here is going to be where you're going to check in with the receptionist to be called back to your guidance counselor. And over here is going to be the waiting area. And this entrance right here is where you're going to come in through to go to your guidance counselor. And that's right out from the main lobby that we're going to be able to see in a little bit. I'm going to send it back to the desk.
Sam, will we eventually be able to see inside the principal's office?
Eventually we will, but unfortunately right now there is too much construction to do so. So hopefully within the next coming months, we'll be able to give that view for you guys.
Thank you, Sam.
Let's check in with Eva Anderson to get an update on sports.
Good morning, Bobcats. I'm Eva. Congratulations to Envirothon, as yesterday they competed in the York County Envirothon competition, with the Pete Pounders coming in 4th overall and the Wizzy Whistle Pigs coming in 7th overall. Let's take a look at the scores from last night. Last night, the boys' baseball team took a loss against Southwestern in the first game with a score of 7-6, and in the second game took a win with a score of 2-0. The girls' softball team took a tough loss against Southwestern with a score of 16-0. Now let's see what sports events are happening today. The girls' JV and varsity softball teams will go against Kennerdale, with varsity at 3:30 p.m. and JV at 5:15 p.m. The boys' JV and varsity volleyball teams will go against Susquehannock, with JV at 6 p.m. and varsity at 7:15 p.m. That's our update on sports for today. Let's take a look at what's for lunch. Today's lunch is Subway with bagged chips. Tomorrow's breakfast is tornado or muffin. Tomorrow's lunch is Chipotle bowl with mini churro. Let's check in with today's weather forecast. Good morning, Bobcats. I'm Eva. Let's take a look at today's live shot. As you can tell, it's pretty sunny with not many clouds. Let's take a look at today's forecast. Starting off this morning, we will have around low 60s, but as we make it into the evening, it's going to go up to about mid 70s. Let's take a look at our summer countdown. As you can tell, we only have 25 days until the end of the school year. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Eva. We will be right back after this.
Where's Tommy?
I thought he was with you.
No.
Jack.
Tommy?
Go get him.
Don't stop. Keep playing. Here we go. Here's the fun part.
Did you do this?
Great job.
Encouragement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Good morning, Northeastern. My name is Jacob Zambito, and today I'm here with Mr. Myers to learn a little bit more about him. So we'll start off today with what subject you teach.
Well, good morning. Glad to be here. I'm in the math department, and I mostly teach the integrated math series, the first and second years, and probability and statistics.
And how many years have you been teaching?
Well, that's an interesting question. This is my third year at Northeastern High School, and in a different lifetime, I taught 8 years at Dallastown.
And then, where did you grow up?
I grew up in York County, and I graduated from Dallastown actually long before Mr. Wood and Mr. Young were even born.
And what high school did you?
I graduated from Dallastown. Yep.
And then after that, where did you go to college?
I went to Kutztown University, and I began there as an English major. And then in my sophomore year, I made the transition into math, and so I graduated with a bachelor's in secondary ed in math. And then I taught for 8 years and decided to make a career change, and then I went to law school in 2002. And practiced law from 2005 until 2023. And then I made the move back into teaching, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. I'm so glad to be here.
That's great. Do you have any favorite college or pro teams?
Well, yeah, I growing up in York, I was one of those guys that sort of caught the Penn State football bug pretty early on, and so I've always kind of tracked and rooted for Penn State football. But more recently, I ran across Penn State wrestling, which is unbelievably fun to watch. They're such good wrestlers, such good athletes, and in pro sports, I root for the Orioles and the Eagles, so a little bit of a split city allegiance there.
Nice. And we already learned one fun fact, that you have a law degree, you practice law, but are there any other fun facts that kids might not know about you?
Well, all my students that I've had in class know this, but others may not. My wife and I actually have 8 children, most of whom are now grown. Our youngest is 18, and the youngest 3 are in either at York College or at Penn State. And we also have 9 grandchildren. Some of the pictures that you have a chance to see are some of the grandkids. And that's been a real delight as my kids grew up and got married and had kids. Now I have grandkids, and that's a lot of fun.
That's great. And then as we approach the end of the school year, is there anything you'd like to share with any of the students?
Well, one of the things that I recently ran across a quotation that really kind of stuck with me, and it has to do with, we all face challenges of various degrees and for various lengths of time. And one of the things that just, the quotation is this, that the obstacle in the path is the path. And when we think about that, I think there's a lot of wisdom there. The obstacle in the path is the path, and we can all draw various conclusions from that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the show today.
Well, it was my pleasure.
That's all we have for today, Northeastern. So we'll see you back here tomorrow.